Good morning everyone, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess to do your weekly videos. So this one will be from the 31st of May through to the 6th of June and will be for the sign of Virgo. Okay, Virgo, before I start, thank you so much for your contribution to my channel. It's so appreciated. Oh, that was really nice. You had the wish card in the split then. So thank you very much for your support, especially for the lives, for the personal readings, for the comments and the beautiful feedback you give me. Thank you. Secondly, I'd just like, wow, what is going on for you, Virgo? So I've had the wish card and now the Wheel of Fortune. Something's about to flip in your favour big time here. Something that you've really wanted or you've been waiting on. I was going to say the classes are still open for July if you're interested. I'm fully booked for the first 3 in June, but there are openings in the 4th one in June on meditation and contacting your spirit guides. But July are open now for registrations. If you want personal readings, everything is in the box below. This is amazing. You've got somebody, a soulmate coming in here. Something you've really wished for. The cards are reading themselves before I've even got there. Personal readings below, donations gladly accepted to grow the channel, and there is a donations button now on my YouTube channel. I think that's everything, so let's get going. Oh, the readings here are general. Oh, there's the offer. Told you I'm getting the story before I've even gone in there. The readings are general. Please don't try to make them fit. Move on. Okay. One more shuffle to get all those back in because there's a story there in itself. So somebody needed to hear that. All right. Now there's the 5 of Cups coming straight out. Now the 5 of Cups is a card that talks about like focusing on the past rather than looking forward. It's sort of almost a warning card. Because a lot of the time we get so sunken down in our negative thinking that we forget that positive thinking is just as powerful. So if you're sad about something in your past and you're not looking forward, the chances are pretty good you're not going to even realize that there's more love in your future. I don't know why we have this idea of sort of focusing on our sadness rather than looking forward. It seems to be a bit of a human trait. I feel that it's somehow programmed into us from the very beginning. And I do think that some of that comes from, you know, your upbringing, schools, parents, whatever, that people do negative on and do focus on the negative. Like if you're riding your bike, people will say, oh, be careful because you might fall over. And you're like, but what if I can pedal 1,000 kilometers and never have a problem? But nobody fixes on that. So here you are fixing on your past rather than looking towards the future. And there are 2 cups sitting there waiting for you. We do have the Emperor here. So for some of you, you've got a divine masculine coming in. This can be for females or males. When I talk about masculine, this is the masculine energy of the twin flames. Somebody can still be very feminine or very masculine in their attributes, but still come up as the Emperor. The Emperor is the card of the masculine traits of a person. So things like the action status, the, you know, working, the provider, the doer. Whereas the Empress is more of the feeler, the feminine aspects, the nurturing. So this can be male or female. It certainly talks about taking back some sort of power after some sadness that you've been through here. There seems to be a transformation. So it's like you're transforming your low energies or your sad energies into something more here. You're actually taking on this Emperor energy here through this Death card. And we do have the Chariot. So some of you could be dealing with a Cancer or an Aries, but it's more likely that you are just taking your power back after some period of sadness or unhappiness, or some perhaps some time in your life where it's been really difficult to get back on top of things, but you're starting to really take your power back here. Okay, look at this, beautiful. So you're sort of stepping back into your truth. You've got clarity now. So something through this time you've been through has taught you quite a lot. And sometimes when we go through a period of sadness, we don't realize how much the lessons around that teach us. But for you, you have gained a lot of clarity here, Virgo. A lot of clarity. Clarity through pain here. So I feel that you could have possibly been left out in the cold by someone, or you could have had perhaps a situation where you were left behind, where maybe some choice or some forward movement took something away from you, something that you felt belonged to you here. Okay. You have 2 aces in 3 cards. So we have the Ace of Wands coming out here. So the Ace of Swords and Ace of Wands. So we're talking about clarity, we're talking about passion, and we're talking about a period of time where you've been locked inside yourself with both of these aching to get out, but you've been unable to shift forward for some reason. But I feel that you've gone into some sort of transformation, or something has happened here to move you forward. So someone sort of opened a door or opened a gate here to get you moving in the right direction again. Yeah, we do have the Hermit. So maybe you have been able to see what was in front of you here. Somebody shone a light on something for you here. So it's like somebody's come in and gone, look at this, and you've had that moment where you've gone, yep, I get it now. I can let go of the past. I can let go of the pain of this relationship. I've learned all I needed to learn. There's nothing more for me here. That's the feeling. Nothing more. All right, so we have the 7 of Cups coming out here. All right, so you're letting go of this thing that kept you sort of deluded or kept you in the past. We have the 10 of Wands, which says to me, you're putting down these burdens now to move forward. Beautiful. And then we take the leap of faith with the Fool. Very nice little story here for Virgo. Very nice, very straightforward. You've seen the light, Virgo. You've seen the pathway in front of you, and you're no longer being held back. Your passion and your creativity and your ability to see things so clearly in front of you now, it's lit the path for you to see the way to go. Nice. All right, so we have the 8 of Pentacles. So for some of you, you may invest this energy now into your work. You do have the King of Pentacles coming out here. So I feel like you're taking on your own energy again. And we have the 8 of Swords. Doesn't it always happen? So I need to clarify the 8 of Swords. Because when something comes out so beautiful and then you get sort of this hammer here, I think, well, you know, maybe you sort of looking back to the past a little bit and sort of looking back to see if it's still there. Because that's what we do with pain. We go through life and we think we're really, really good, and then something reminds us of pain from our past, and we sit in the pain instead of going, that is just an emotion and I can ignore it and let it go. We sit in it, which creates more pain and hurt because we experience the emotions again. It's a very empathic thing to do, but something you don't need to do. It's an unlearning basically of doing that. So when you see these emotions coming around that make you feel sad about the past again, what you've got to do is say, okay, that's an emotion I'm feeling. Yes, it made me feel very sad at that time, but that no longer belongs to me now, so I can let it go. Okay. Looking back at the past, but I feel like you're taking your power back here. Something sort of sent you on a little bit of a journey here, and you've moved forward. There's forward movement, and I feel like you've got this Ace of Swords in your hand here, and you are ready to now move forward into your future. I definitely see you awakening here. There's a huge awakening, so some sort of epiphany moment, some sort of clarity about the future. I'm using the Connolly Tarot, by the way, too. I think I forgot to mention that. But I see you moving forward, dropping your burdens and taking a leap of faith. Now, for many of you here, this creativity and this clarity may mean that you get immersed in your work rather than anything else. So whatever your pain was from the past, it sort of propelled your energy. I sort of think of the artists, you know, being able to create once they've come through the pain, and using that pain to create. And that's what it feels like. But you're coming up as this beautiful King of Pentacles, and you're looking at this 8 of Pentacles. So you are ready to create a new future for yourself. Nothing surer. Over the top of the 8 of Swords, I have the Moon and the Wheel of Fortune here. That's coming out to clarify the Eight of Swords. So I feel that the Eight of Swords will come around again. You're not going to completely forget the pain you've gone through. It will come around again, as it does. But instead of cycling this pain and going into these deep feelings, remember you have the choice to remember that it is only a memory. It is only an emotion. Just to learn to sort of close it off and move forward. Because it's just memories. That's all it is. It's not real. Just the memories you experience make it feel so real. Or the emotions. All right, let's move into an oracle card. It's a really nice reading. I don't want that many. A really nice reading here, Virgo. I like it a lot. And a card doesn't want to come out. Oh, you've got the card of the mystical shaman. In fact, that came out with the group of cards just a moment ago and I ignored it because it was too many. How interesting. I should listen to spirit, shouldn't I? Okay. The invitation here. When the mystical shaman appears, you're invited to consider the ability to live without attachment. See, that's it. That's the attachment, your emotions. You are called to create and dream your life, to act on inspiration and divine impulse without fixating on a known story of success or achievement. Can you impartially observe the stories you tell yourself and others? What if you could become a mystery to yourself? Who would you become if you stopped telling yourself the tales that have defined you up until now? You do not have to live a story that has roots in the past. What if there were no need to explain you to anyone, not even yourself? The way to your most extraordinary life is to become a blank slate and allow the form of your dreams and desires to show up as it will. This is a sign of manifesting a life beyond your wildest dreams. That's why you have the Fool card there. Have a great week. Thank you.